in the fitan and after the fitan. Unlike the Ikhwan al-Muslimin. Shuf. Before Mubarak, they were doing what? Criticizing and protesting. Al-Mudaharat. Going to rebel against Mubarak. When their ruler came, what did they do? They switched. When Mursi came, they switched again. But Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, they were saying the same thing when Husni Mubarak was there. As-sam'u wa ta'a li wali al-amr. When Mursi came, they were saying that, when Afifi came, I think Afifi is the military guy, right?
No.
Right. He's there, right? So when Afifi came, they changed their ways, the Ikhwan al-Muslimin. They changed their ways from when Mursi was in the seat. And when Barakallah fi Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, when Mubarak was in the seat, that you will never hear none from the people of the Sunnah to be speaking bad about Mubarak. But rather they were being patient of those matters that Barakallah fikum, they needed to be patient. Along with what? As-sam'u wa ta'a to him. They did not follow him in those matters that they have no business to follow him. إِنَّمَا التَّاعَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ إِنَّمَا التَّاعَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. Obedience is only in that which is what? Al-ma'ruf, good. But it is not to say that the leader command us an evil. We're going to take that as a sabab for a mudahara. We're not going to take it because the ruler, he say, you all go do haram. We will not take it as a mean to revolt against him. No, we're not going to follow him in that. But we will not do mudaharat. We will not be on the streets. Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah never been on the street. Whether it was at the time of Mubarak, or at the time of Mursi, or at the time of Afifi. And I hope I have his name right. The military, right? His name is Afifi. Huh? The general, right? So never they have changed their coats. Never they flip their coats, unlike the Ikhwan al-Muslimin. So likewise, as the Shaykh Hafidhahullah mentioned, he say, Ha'ula'i al-mulabbisun, those who are changing their ways, changing their colors. Those who are changing their colors. وَالْكَذَّابُونَ, and those who are the liars. Today they want to tell you one thing, tomorrow they tell you another thing. Today, يُنْكِرُونَ شَيْءٍ. Today they will reject something. وَأَقَرُّوا نِصْفُ أَشْيَاءٍ. The same thing they will affirm it the next day. Today they will deny one thing. Tomorrow they will exactly approve the same thing. Now lying upon this and taking the religion as Barakallah fikum lying. Look at Barakallah fikum, the likes of Shadid Muhammad. Few years ago, he will warn against Siraj Wahaj severely. But today he found himself being on the same desk, the same platform as Siraj Wahaj. No.
The Muslims now saying terrorism is bad and the likes. Now they're finally speaking up about it.
But why though? And it is, in Masail al-Jahili, we study one aspect that is important. That is Iqrar al-Haq, affirming the truth, right, to promote the batil. In Masail al-Jahiliyyah, irji'u, affirming the truth to promote batil. To affirm the truth because they want to promote batil. So we will not be fooled by this statement. Because if that was the truth, you're going to get up and start warning against Sayyid Qutb. If what you say was the truth, meaning Ikhwan al-Muslimin, they're going to get up, start ripping the pages of Sayyid Qutb fi dhilal al-Quran, warning against Sayyid Qutb. But did we hear them say that? No, they didn't say that. But rather they want to affirm something that is the truth. But they want to do what? They want to promote يُرَوِّجُونَ الْبَاطِلِ. They want to promote falsehood. So they do not want to, barakallahu fikum, establish the truth. But rather their agenda is what? يُرَوِّجُونَ الْبَاطِلِ. They want to promote batil. Yes. حق يريد بها باطل. When they were saying إن الحكم إلا لله, verily the ruling is only for Allah. He say kalimatul haq or kalimatul haq. This is a true statement, but the intent behind it is batil. It's not time to call it. So therefore he mentioned that حذرنا منهم رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Indeed, the Messenger صلى الله عليه وسلم has indeed warned us against the likes of this individual. Has warned us against the likes of this individual. Those who they take the coat of the religion. They speak about the religion. They carry some of the Islamic slogans, but they are worse than the Dajjal. The brother reminded us the statement of Imam Muqbil rahimahullah when he mentioned from the fitan that the lands of and the masa'ib and their trial and tribulation that has afflicted many of the lands, the Muslim lands, it is because al-i'rad anil ulama. It is to turning away from the scholars. Turning away from the scholars. It is the reason. One of the reasons why many of the Muslim lands, they are in the situation they are in today. Turning away from the scholars. And when we say turning away from the scholars, meaning the real scholars, not those who portray themselves as being scholars. And not like those who, barakallahu fikum, they don't know their level. Yes, you might be reading, but you are not a scholar. You're reading the works of the scholar. That is not to say that you are a scholar. And this we have to recognize it. That those who are in front of us reading the works of the scholars, they are not the scholars. Yes, alhamdulillah, they read in the book of the scholars, but we have to understand that they are not the scholars. This is very important. So we will not be dragged by people that want to portray themselves as scholars. And let us not be shy about that neither. That's why we take this term very loose, sheikh. Akhi, there is, alhamdulillah, this is something that is incumbent upon us not to be playing with that. And what I see about when you are calling a young kid sheikh, you are killing him, akhi. You are torturing him. You are destroying him. You tell you sheikh just because you're hafiz al-Quran, tell him, hey man, I didn't even memorize Usool As-Sunnah yet. I didn't even complete it yet. And sheikh is either you are knowledgeable, you tell him, listen, I'm not knowledgeable if you're talking about me. Yes, I might memorize this and the third, but I'm not a scholar. The scholar are known. And I'm not 60 years yet of age. And I'm not the chief of my tribe. So and these are the things about it today, people, they take loosely. Just because a person get on the minbar, or just because the person is in front of the microphone, they call him sheikh. And now if the kid or the person is not well nurtured, he will get into his head. Now he's gonna have his head swollen up. Until now he think that if everybody call him a sheikh, I must be having something. Now he starts speaking without knowledge. He will be misguided and he will misguide others. Let us all know our levels and not transgress our brothers' levels. Let us safeguard our brothers, not to put him on the path of the shaitan. Because you are calling your brother in that which is not his level. If 1, 2, 3 call him the same thing, he will go home. He will look at himself in the mirror. Just like you tell the brother, oh, Akhi, you lost weight. Right? Another brother tell him, Akhi, you lost weight. Another brother, you told him you lost weight. He will go home. He will be in the front of the mirror. Or the first thing he will do, he will go jump on the scale. Oh man, the brother will tell him, I'm lost weight. Akhi, they're just telling you words. قَوْلٌ مَعْرُوفٌ خَيْرٌ مِّن صَدَقَةٍ تَتْبَعُهَا أَذَى. But a kind word is better than a charity that you do and then you waste it. Kind words. They just make you feel good about yourself. That's all. Not that you lost it. You still have it. So that ended, alhamdulillah, the explanation of Shaykh Rabi' ibn Hadi al-Madkhali hafidhahu Allah wa ra'ah. So inshallah, in our next class, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, we'll be reading there, because in Imam al-Barbahari rahimahullah, he has the chapter, or he has a point where he talks about the issue of the khuruj al-Dajjal, the appearance of the Dajjal, and likewise the descending of Isa alayhi salatu wasalam. And we wanted to read that because in it Shaykh Salih al-Fawzan hafidhahullah is telling us لِمَاذَا سُمِّيَ الدَّجَّالِ دَجَّالًا. Why is a Dajjal given the name ad-Dajjal? So inshallah we'll read that in our next class. If you have Imam al-Barbahari by Shaykh Salih al-Fawzan hafidhahullah, please look in that aspect. Or you have the book itself, by meaning the sound creed. That's the sound creed.
No.
The sound creed. No, the creed. The sound creed is another book by Shaykh Fawzan. But the creed, right? The creed is a blue and red, a yellow.
No. Blue and white.
Blue and white.
But there's another version
that has a little yellow.
Sheikh Fawzan, no, it's all blue, 2 volumes. That's a new one.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the blue one is pure blue. Yes, barakallah fi. It's a pure blue one. Pure blue one, 2 volumes. Tayyib. And there's also the other one that is not explained. I think that was explained by Shaykh Khalid al-Raddadi, hafidhahullah. It was only by the one that our brother, rahimahullah, rahmatan wasi', Abu Talha Dawood Burbank, the one that he translated, long time ago, barakallah. And this is a book that all of us should have in our library. All of us, and not to be going over it every day and every time. It is called the Creed, Sharh As-Sunnah by Imam al-Barbahari. وصلى الله وسلم على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.